Now we got white supremacists walking up to pregnant women and their children and kicking the babies in the back. In the back. A child. This is crazy. Listen to the video. What I want you to pay attention, because what stood out to me is one. She said, who? So this means this man came out of nowhere. She said when she walked up, she didn't see anybody. He came out of nowhere. So he was lurking, waiting for a soft target. Here she comes, 7 months pregnant with her 2 children. And kicked the 1-year-old in the back as they walking in the grocery store. You know who I wish was there? Do you remember that video where that pregnant lady was in the parking lot and this some strange, it was an older uncle looking guy. You know what I'm saying? He looked like your uncle. He looked like everybody's uncle. You know what I mean? He walked up on them with that thing on his waist. I wish he had been there. But at least they tackled the guy. The people at the store saw what happened. They tackled the guy and he's been arrested and stuff like that. Because that's another thing. We can't let these people go. Because we see from Miss Washington and the Q train, once you let them leave the scene of the crime, nobody's really looking for them. Nobody's really looking for them. And they could just disappear off into, you know what I'm saying, the dominant society world. Nobody's going to out these people. Just like how when the gentleman who they made him get on his hands and knees, nobody was sitting there really trying to help this man. Everybody's sitting there talking about, are you okay? Are you okay? And filming. Nobody was trying to help him. So if you don't catch this person at the scene of the crime, you're not going to get nothing. It's like we won't even know who they are. And family, I hope we get to the point where we're doing more than just exposing these people. We have to be careful. And that's why I'm going hard right now, because I really want you guys to always be looking out for everything that looks funny. If your gut says something isn't right, get out. Jordan Peele already told us, if something's not right in your gut, don't wait for it to turn crazy. And in this situation, it's not like, you know, the something happened. You know, the only thing I can say is that how the mother, you know, had the kids behind her. And normally, that's not a big deal. But we are in a hyper white supremacist anger society. This is crazy right now. We are back in the days of this is the new KKK. They're not even using hoods no more. They are terrorizing us. You have to be hyper vigilant. Your kids, hold them close. They can't walk. You got to watch them every step of the way. Especially if you're in a place where there's not a lot of us. If you're in a place like, you know, and I'm going to say this again. I don't feel that all white people are racist. But let me tell you something. If I'm in a situation and I'm the only black person, I get nervous. And not nervous in that I'm scared or something like that. It's just nervous where I'm looking at everything. I'm not twitching. I'm not jumpy or nothing like that. But I bet you one thing. I'm looking at everybody and everything. I'm looking around. I want to see who's doing what and where and who's saying what. I'm also listening. Just to hear what might pop off. Footsteps around me. You know what I'm saying? Carry something to protect yourself. Carry something to protect yourself, because this is crazy. Our children should not be out alone, ever. You see, this woman was with her child. Her child wasn't even alone. Do you see? My people, do you see? My people, do you see?
The family says after Trace hit the boy, he started yelling obscenities and racial slurs at them. We talked to the child's mom, who says she wants answers from the suspect.
A grown man kicking a 1-year-old, like he could do serious damage to my son.
Wichita police arrested Riff Trace at this Dillon's off Hillside in Douglas Sunday. The boy's mother says Trace walked up behind them and kicked her son in the back, causing him to fall on the floor while he continued to yell at them.
Anything he could say that was disrespectful towards another race, he was saying it.
She says she was at the store early in the morning with her son and daughter.
We barely made it into the store, and he kicked him from behind in his back. So all I heard was a loud thud and my daughter screaming.
The mother says a bystander kept Trace from leaving after kicking the boy.
He tried to get away, but a bystander seen it and tackled him down. I'm 7 months pregnant, so I was upset, hurting. I could have went into labor. He could have did something to, I mean, just the what ifs, like what if he would have had a weapon or anything. Had my son been turned around. It happened so fast. It was Sunday morning on the 23rd. We had left the house about 6:30 in the morning. I was getting the grocery cart, and my daughter she's 11. She was holding his hand, walking him behind me in the store. And before we even got in the entrance, I just heard a thud. But I'm thinking it's something that fell off of a shelf or something. Not thinking it's my son. My daughter was screaming, so I turned around, and she was picking my son up off the floor. And the man was making his exit out the door, and a bystander tackled him to the ground. And he started yelling out, just racial obscenities, calling us the N-word and saying he was a white supremacist. And the Dillon staff came and intervened. A man from another department came from behind and helped hold him down, and the other staff came. So he sounded real like a madman, just saying he just kept repeating the same things over and over, just calling us out our names, and just kept saying he was a part of the white supremacists. And he was saying other crazy stuff to the worker and the bystander that tackled him. So he was just all over the place. He kicked him. She was saying he kicked him. She was saying it over and over, and she was just real hysterical. And I was just like, who? Because I'm like, we didn't see anybody when we was getting out the car. It was pretty dark, but I didn't see anybody, let alone feel anybody behind us. I mean, who would come up and kick a toddler, 1-year-old from behind their back?
You heard what the fuck I said? I said you need to back the fuck up. That's a woman. You're a mama. And you's a motherfucking man. Now what you gonna do? Go the fuck off. Go the fuck off. Go the fuck off. Put that gun away. Fuck you. Put that gun away, motherfucker. Put your motherfucking hands on me. I don't give a fuck who you call.
You did this. You're the one that's aggressive to everybody.
I don't care who you call. Call a pregnant woman. You got her all in her face. We got this lady filming.
Just walk away.
He's got a gun, ma'am.
I've been recording every second, sir, since you got out the car.
Do your business. Get the fuck on out of here.
Thank you so much.
You were about to hit.
You jumped on a pregnant woman. A gun at somebody is legal. I ain't pointed at nobody. You's a lying motherfucker. I got it on film. Go ahead. You motherfucker. That's right. You motherfucker. Do it again. Do it again. I'd like to kill you, you motherfucker. Well, come on. You don't hit people. You don't try to hit me. What the hell is wrong with you?
What? He done wrote a check that his ass could not cash.
Listen, call the cops. Call the cops.
Child, let me go there. I'm not calling the cops.
Fuck back here. Fuck back here. Fuck back here. Don't hit me, motherfucker.
You hit him, crazy.
I did what? Yes.
You hit him first. Look at this man's eye.
By who?
You hit